All right, welcome back, everybody, to Guess the Movie based on the Letterboxd review.
Wow, that's a mouthful. All right.
Everybody in the audience says it along.
They did. I'm sure everyone did. I know they did.
And you could really throw Tarqaron in there, too. Guess the movie based on Guess the Tarqaron reviewed movie based on the Letterboxd review.
Yeah. Well,
Because.
hey, some of our, I was gonna say everyone sing along with us. Like Blink's got a little one. Rusty's got a little one. They could learn to read along with us with that.
Wow,
There
okay.
there you go. Yeah,
I love that.
we're an educational program.
And yeah, so this is a video we did previously about 6 or 7 months ago, I think,
Hmm.
where essentially the pool of movies are all of the movies we've reviewed on Tarkaron. I decided these completely by random, so there's no bias in the selection process.
Hmm.
So it's 10 movies selected at random. Actually, I think I break this down a little bit. 10 films from Tarkaron history selected completely at random. If Alec guesses correctly after the first review is shown, he'll get 2 points. If he guesses correctly after the second review, he'll get 1 point. So he'll get a free guess on the first one. If it's not it, he gets another guess on the second one, and then you get nothing if not.
Yeah,
But
nothing. I gotta really pinpoint it.
Alec's previous score was 7 out of a total of 20 possible points. So we're gonna see if we can beat 7 here.
It's yeah. I think we can do a little bit better than that. We can get we can get up to 10 at least. Come
But the
on.
interesting
What is
thing about
this?
this game is that
Rookie
as
numbers.
every installment that comes after it, it'll be harder and harder because more movies will be options. That's right.
It's true. It is true.
But this time around, I tried to not to stress too much on the reviews I picked. I mostly went to recent reviews, not
Mm,
like popular reviews, um, and kind of looked at some from there. And obviously, the difficulty with things like this is looking for ones that can be discernible without it like breaking down plot points so specifically or things like that. So sometimes you do get a lot of the
right.
shorter reviews that are like little one-liners or and then in some cases I'll censor out like an actor name or a character name or a movie title and I'll put
Mm.
that in brackets so you know.
Some of those can be. I have found myself being quite entertained by just scrolling through some letterbox reviews. People are pretty good on there. People like have little pithy little like short questions that
Yeah.
they ask that always kind of make me laugh. They're like, why did this? Especially because they're only like very tangentially related, or they fixate on like one teeny little detail and then like springboard
Mm-hmm.
onto like a very random short but pithy question. And yeah, Letterbox is it's kind of funny sometimes. So
Yeah. And so just like last time, it's hard to tell 100% if they'll be easy or hard or if it's like someone like is this way too obvious or is it like it kind of will depend on whether you're thinking about in this
mm,
in this mind frame like if that movie comes to mind or not because then it might be right
right.
away oh yeah that's what that is and then some are just vague almost impossible to get but let's see
Is
movie one
let's
it
go. Let's
starts
go. All right.
all right read it out loud for everybody all right.
All right. 4 stars by Dizzle for Rizzle. The shameless product placement never ceases to make me laugh. Actor steals the show. Fun for the whole family. Triple smiley faces. Triple big smiley faces.
So I'll
The
say the
grin
reason I
or
do
the
this format is I'll type it out just so there's no like bias in the how big the sensor is if I did it on the image. But this time around, I
right.
did do after we have the movie reveal. I'll have the original letterbox review
Yeah.
screenshot of that. I'll show it as well, so you can see the
Yeah,
full
it's a good way. The
context.
good way to do it. Helps it. The shameless product placement never ceases to make me laugh. Actor steals the show. Fun for the whole family. I'm trying to think of where there was some shameless product placement in some of the movies we watched. Um, I mean, the first thing that sprung to mind was actually a movie that my brother watched recently. Because I watched it. I saw his Letterboxd review, and that's Free Guy.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely a decent amount of shameless product placement in that. I would say that's a fun for the whole family kind of movie. This is a
Mm-hmm.
pretty family friendly kind of movie for the most part. I'm just trying to think of any other movies we watched with. Also, actor steals the show, and I think like you could say that I almost said Ryan
That guy,
Gosling. Why can't
Ryan
that guy?
Reynolds.
You know that guy, Ryan Reynolds. There we go. My goodness. I almost said like Ryan Johnson and then Ryan Gosling. I'm like neither of those are right.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Ryan Johnson's name's spelled funny. So, um, okay, Dizzle fo Rizzle. What movie are you talking about? That's I'm really racking my brain. That's what I'm gonna stick with. That's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head right now of the movies that we've watched. Um, but yeah,
And so
that's my
you need to
guess.
say it and say lock it in to confirm.
Okay, I'm locking in Free Guy.
That is incorrect.
Oh
'Cause it is,
man, I was getting kind of, you get me kind of excited there for a second, for like half a second, but cool. No, that's not
it is completely wrong.
right.
All right.
Oh, you lost.
Next
Oh.
review will be your last
All right.
chance for a point.
Yeah, well, all right. 2 stars by Maggot Brain. Like the
Mhm.
spelling of this. I really wanted to like this movie, and it just was not very good. It's not offensively bad. It just plays everything so unbelievably safe. I've seen every beat of this movie already. I did like watching Actor 1 weird out. Give me about 50% less Actor 2, who is fine, just bland, and 10 times more Actor 1, and we might be cooking. I'm still probably going to watch the sequels, though.
Now I've introduced like a Mad Lib style actor 1, actor 2
Yeah, Actor
to
1 and Actor 2.
differentiate.
Probably going to watch the sequels, though.
Definitely narrows it down, you know.
It does a
Tarqaron
lot
history.
more.
And you guys can play along at home. And as always, any
Yeah.
movies that come up, obviously, are reviews on the channel. You can watch at any time.
It has been getting harder because like I can't even like I'm like having a hard time like thinking about like remembering even like a good 10% of the movies we reviewed. I'm thinking like Marvel. I'm trying to like go through Marvel because we started doing Marvel
Mm-hmm.
originally. Yeah, we've watched like a bunch of other random movies. We've done like series reviews. So I'm like racking my brain through some of those. Because there's not like product placement in. I'm thinking like Harry Potter or Pirates of the Caribbean. There's not really product placement in any of those.
Do any
I'm
of the other
thinking
details do anything for you?
I'm thinking like something that's playing it safe. And then sequels. Sequels. I did like watching Actor 1 Weird Out, which really makes me think it's like Doolittle or like the Minecraft movie or something. Like something random like that. 50%, maybe it's like 50% less. I don't know, and 10 times more Jack Black. I don't know. Like, I am Steve. What a wild movie! I can't believe that came out this year. By the way, I still think back. I was like, wow, that came out this year. It just this almost opened it up more for me. Like that's the thing that's didn't narrow it down more. Even though there's another actor. There's Actor 1 and Actor 2.
I will
Fine, just
say in this
bland.
case they are men, but I do use actor for
Yeah.
actor or actress. I just put actor.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. Okay. Well, that does narrow it down a little bit then, or at least that's helpful,
for this
perhaps, in
one,
this
yeah,
case.
it's tough for you to.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I'm just gonna say the Minecraft movie. That's the only thing I can think of right now. And I know there's sequels. There's definitely gonna be sequels to that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's a lot of product placement in that. I can see like somebody saying that like Jason Momoa weirding out might have been fun. Maybe they like that, or maybe Jack Black weirding out and they didn't really like Jason Momoa in it.
Yeah.
You know, I would disagree. I would say Jason Momoa was actually kind of the highlight of that movie for me, but highlight of that movie is crap.
Mm-hmm.
But Weird Out. That's another thing too. That's like Elf. There's no sequels to Elf though. Yeah, I'm gonna lock in with the Minecraft movie or a Minecraft movie.
It's
Yeah,
a Minecraft movie. Yes. For the
yeah.
reveal,
Hmm.
it is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh yeah, there is some horror product placement in that movie. That's
Mm.
true.
So I'll show you the
Yeah.
uncensored reviews. Never sees Make Me Laugh. Jim Carrey steals the show from the
Mm,
whole
he
family.
does. He does really good.
Did like watching Jim Carrey Weird Out. Give me about
Mm.
50% less Marsden, who is fine, does bland, and 10 times more Carrey. We might be cooking.
You know what's funny is that they kind of did that for the sequels.
He's probably
They
gonna
did
watch
like
them.
exactly that. And
Yeah,
I see. Here's the
it's
thing.
true.
I like James Marsden quite a lot in the first movie. I think he's great. But to me, it's I also have to agree with this review. I think that like Marsden really is just like he's just the normal guy. He's the everyman. That's like the whole
Mm-hmm.
that's the whole point of him being Donut Lord. He's just like the normal guy of the town. So
Right.
yeah, and yeah, and you got a lot more Jim Carrey in the sequels, and he's amazing in all three of these movies. So yeah, and there's horror product placement in a lot of best Olive Garden. Olive Garden got a nice a nice little beat in that first movie. A lot.
I think Sonic the
Mention it like
Hedgehog
three
came up
times.
in the last one as well, if I'm not mistaken. You know,
I think it did.
repeats are
Yeah,
fair game as long as they don't repeat
they
within the
are.
10. These are 10 unique movies. It's not Sonic 4 times, and then
That
that would have been
would
funny
suck.
though.
That would have
Sorry, it
been
was
funny.
Sonic the
Yeah.
Hedgehog again.
Again,
Sorry.
sorry. Sorry. All
0
right.
points after movie 1, but we
All
move to
right.
movie
All right.
2.
Well, here's some redemption. Here we go. Movie 2. All right. 5 stars by Count Forsyth. I love how character has the most satisfying character arc in this whole movie. Kind of do want to see someone going from Andrew Tate level chauvinist to performative male to performative male in the span of a few seconds. That would happen in the perfect world, and this is not a perfect world, is it? Kind of do want to see someone going from Andrew Tate level chauvinist to performative male in the span of. Can you say that Andrew Tate, being a level chauvinist, but couldn't you say it's performative, being
Yeah,
a
I guess.
performative male?
I think, yeah.
Didn't you say like a lot of it is kind of that? I'm not sure what
Right, I think it's performative in
I
the
mean
sense
by that.
of like doing good by women kind of thing. Like being a gentleman and stuff.
Oh! I get you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. This sounds like familiar. Like I can think of like a character that's had an arc like this in something, in probably more than one thing we watched. I feel like, but um, I think of like Jungle Cruise.
Hmm.
Um, but there's also some of the a lot of the other little films that we've watched too, like in movie series as well. Interesting. I'm trying to think of a specific movie where that specific thing has happened. Because the thing is, like, I love how character, because this could be a side plot. Like, it doesn't even have to be necessarily be the main plot.
Hmm.
Um, so many movies we watched, man. It's a lot. Because like I now went through stuff like The Accused, which is a movie that we were talking about recently, because it for some reason has a lot of that review has a lot of views for some reason. On our channel, to like the Godfather movies, to like Howl's Moving Castle.
Too many.
There's a lot there. I'm going to say randomly A Silent Voice, and I'm gonna lock it in.
That's incorrect. I'm sorry.
Well,
Move on to the
he,
for
he's
one
not
point.
he's not he's not really an Andrew Tate level
He's not
chauvinist.
that level.
that level. This is not that level. Grown ass woman beefing with a teenager. 3.5 stars by Hal. That makes it sound like Tangled or Frozen.
I was gonna say we've not reviewed Tangled. I'll give you that lifeline.
Yeah. Grown ass woman beefing with the I know we haven't.
This definitely is the key. This will unlock the whole thing if you can just think of
Yeah,
the right movie.
this does sound more like a Disney movie though. Like now that I'm thinking about it. Grown ass woman beefing with a teenager. Just that's a very good beer, by the way.
Thank you.
I know. You make it. You made
Thank you for saying that.
this is, and speaking of not horse product placement, but this is the Zero Gravity. I actually don't even know where this brewery is. It's in Vermont, so
Juice.
good luck.
Wow.
Any of our yeah, it has a very juicy kind of hazy. It's like very tropical flavors to it. And juicy. It's nice. Grown ass woman beefing with a teenager.
Can you recall any
Sounds
of that in any of our movies? Has anything come to mind? Because I can't imagine there's too many. It's just whether you think of it.
Right. That's the key. That's the main key here.
And if the other review informs that at all, I don't know.
The only thing that I can there's like Encanto. I don't know if I'd go that far to say that it's grown ass woman beefing with a teenager per se, because it's like you could say the the mother is the matriarch character is sort of the villain, quote unquote, of it, but there's not like a distinct villain in that movie.
Is there an Andrew Tate level chauvinist in that movie?
I can't remember that either. That doesn't sound right. I'm thinking like the other Sonic movies. Beefing with a teenager. Frozen 2 doesn't have that. Moana 2 doesn't really have that.
These are stumping you.
This is tough. I am having a hard time thinking I'm thinking now of like the animated movies that we've watched. Stuff, because I don't have a list here either. That would make it much easier for me. I should have researched up on the looked at a list again of stuff.
Next time you should study it, because I feel like
do a little.
If the list is there, it's almost too much. You would be scrolling through until things match. But
until things matched up, yeah. But if I probably should have referred to a list of the films again.
Do some study work.
Because man, this is tough. It's tough. I cannot think of what movie this could be. Like Beauty and the Beast. Doesn't really have that. We also didn't review it. Little Mermaid, it doesn't really have this so much. I can't think of the chauvinistic stuff in that. Snow White. Wicked. I don't know. Hamilton. No. I can't. Dear Evan Hansen.
If you don't got it, you don't got it.
I really don't. I have almost nothing. I can't think of anything. I'm just gonna I'll just say Encanto, but I'll lock it in. But I legitimately can't think of what this could be. I'm gonna kick myself when I find it. But
the correct answer is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh yeah, okay, we did.
Because I love how Grumpy has the most satisfying character arc.
That's right. Okay. Okay, but I don't even say it was Tate level, but yeah, okay, I get where you're coming from there. Yeah. I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming
woman beefing the teenager really was the key here. Yeah. I mean, that is Snow White, and you mentioned Snow White. I was like, come on, lock in. But
I'm thinking of no, I'm thinking because the thing is, I was thinking of the remake, but
Still, yeah.
But I was like,
Still, at least it would be
I
the right
should have
track.
yeah, it was the right track. I don't know why I didn't realize that. I think what was throwing me there was the chauvinist thing, and then
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't thinking of the original animated movie, and I should yeah, no, it's true. That's a little bit of the thing that happens in that. So yeah,
All
all
right.
right,
There you go. Hopefully, we get some
movie
points on the
3.
board. Maybe it's
Come
too
on,
hard.
baby, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Movie
Or
3.
let's go. 5 stars. Shrew. Watched this without subtitles and understood nothing the actor once said. I knew actor two. I knew actor two would be good in this, but holy shit, he was that guy. Can't wait to rewatch this and move to the next ones.
This is a tough one. This is a tough one. Both are tough. I don't know if I
The
would even get it.
Godfather. The Godfather. The reason that I say that is because I know people have said that. The reason that I'm going with that is because I remember reading some reviews of people that said that they couldn't understand a thing that um, uh, that
Marlon
Don
Brando.
Corleone says.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Marlon Brando says. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna go lock in The Godfather.
That is correct.
All right, all
All right. I
right,
thought this was too tough.
all right. That's great.
But
That's wonderful.
all right. Well, I'll show you the other review as a bonus.
5 stars. Barney Cookie. The transition with character's mustache turning into a tree must be the most creative in all of cinema. I'm not going to bother saying anything because everyone already knows how good this film is.
I did not remember that at all. So I was
I
like,
don't remember that
it was like
transition either.
I didn't know if you'd even get it after this one. So all
Yeah,
right. There
I
you
don't know
go.
if I remember that either.
That's good.
The Godfather. Yeah,
That's
it's weird because like I never had a problem understanding Marlon Brando. I don't know.
yeah.
I I like on the one hand, I think I can understand it, but if you're really like paying attention, if you're into the movie, you can figure it. But
Yeah, it might be joking, you know. It might
yeah,
be
yeah,
half jokey, but
yeah, yeah,
I knew Al Pacino would be good in this. But
yeah.
holy
Al
shit, he was
Pacino
that
was
guy.
spectacular in this.
'Cause apparently the
The
transition with Vito's
transition Vito's
mustache.
mustache turning into a tree.
They are
The
both
most creative in all.
five-star reviews, you know.
Yeah, they are both 5 stars. Yeah, reasonable, reasonable.
But that's not
It's
much
an
of an
incredible film.
indicator because there's pretty much you can
Yeah,
find any star
yeah,
review of anything. So,
it's true. True.
but all right, that's the 2 points on the board.
All right, that's fun.
There you go. Movie 4.
Before, all right, let's go. 4 stars by Jeremy. This movie has one of the coziest looking rooms in cinema history. I mean, that does sound an awful lot like Howl's Moving Castle. You can make some cozy looking rooms in that. There's some messy looking rooms in that too. Coziest looking rooms in cinema history.
This might be a tough one if
Mm.
the second review is not super helpful either.
Cozy. Yeah, you're really testing me this time around. All right. Coziest looking rooms in cinema history. Well, I'm just trying to think of like a really like a warmer, inviting room in a movie that we watch. Because like obviously, like again, this is like the short, pithy reviews can sometimes just fixate on something kind of small in the movie.
Right.
But if it's kind of memorable, I'm just gonna be really random and say Shrek. I don't know. There it is.
You locked
Locking
in,
it
I
in.
think.
I'm locking it in.
That is incorrect.
Okay,
Incorrect.
now actor is such a good actress because every role she plays annoys me so much, and that's beautiful.
It's not super
Okay.
helpful. I will say it's
Um.
not like the lead actress. So
Yeah. 3.5 stars. Yeah, I didn't figure it would probably be that. Like Avengers Endgame. I don't know if there was any cozy looking rooms in that. It could have been. There could be any number of the actresses in that that annoyed this person.
I think there was a different review I should have included. It probably would have been better for one of these.
Hmm. Hmm. Coziest looking rooms.
You just never know when something's gonna just immediately catch.
Click. Yeah.
It is Click, Adam Sandler movie. Yes. So cozy.
Every role she plays annoys me so much, and that's beautiful. I'm trying to think of also like people that have been annoying. I'm going with Jungle Cruise, and I'm locking it in.
That's completely correct. It's Knives
Oh,
Out.
coziest looking rooms. Who is it? Who did they say that?
So he's
This
one of the
movie is one of
coolest
the
looking
coziest.
rooms in cinema history. Jamie Lee Curtis
Jamie
is
Lee
such a
Curtis.
good.
All right,
That's tough.
Jack.
That's tough. There was one that was about like
She's.
Chris Evans' sweater that I probably should have included because that would have been a really
Oh
good one.
yeah, that would have been. I feel I probably would have picked up on that a little bit more. She's amazing in this, by the way. I don't know if I highlighted enough
Yeah.
in the review. She's like probably. I was talking with a friend of mine who liked this movie a lot. Like I would say maybe not a lot. He liked it more than I did, and because he brought her up recently as being just like the one of the highlights of this movie, and I was like, oh, totally.
Yeah.
She's so good.
What do you think the coziest
Um,
room is? The Harlan Thrombey's room?
I think so. Yeah,
That's cozy.
that's my guess. It's a cozy looking room. No.
All right.
All right, there it
Movie
is. Movie five.
5.
Wow, that's a recent one too. So nothing's off the
Yeah,
table
nothing's
here.
off the table.
Yeah,
Except for Back to School. That's off the table.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right, 5 stars by VHS Tacos. Movie is packed with undeniable charm, a wonderful sense of humor, great performances, and one hell of a musical number. Sure, the message and themes may be extremely on the nose and in your face, almost hand-holdingly so at times. So that's part of the winking nature of it all. Overall, a wonderful time that gets better with each rewatch. We didn't review Sinners. I wouldn't have said it has a wonderful sense of humor or undeniable charm. It's a very good movie, though. It's a very good movie. I will say that. A hell of a musical number, message and themes, extremely on the nose in your face. The winking nature of it all. A wonderful time that gets better with each. It gets better with each rewatch. The one hell of a musical number really is kind of throwing me because we reviewed plenty of musicals on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Stranger Things season 3? I don't even know if that's on
It's a
here.
movie, yes.
It would. Yeah, it's not a movie though, and I also wouldn't say it has a message and themes per se. I mean, there's maybe a little bit of
It
that, but
almost
like,
fits like none of these criteria,
yeah, it
actually.
almost feels like it fits like nothing in here. It's actually it's a movie and it's packed with undeniable charm, wonderful sense of humor, great performances, and one hell of a musical number. Is there a musical number in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind? I don't remember one. I also don't know if it's not like a funny movie, so it's more of a thinky movie, just messages and themes. I would not call those maybe not extremely on in your face. It's hand holdingly so.
There's a lot here to sink your teeth into.
Yeah, it's quite a lot here. Yeah, I'm getting real fixated on that musical number part of it. I'm gonna like I'm just gonna be super random, and this is not right at all. It can't be right at all, but I'm gonna say let me say West Side Story, and I'm gonna lock it in.
That
This can't be
is
right.
incorrect. It's
It's
incorrect.
not humor. It's not humor. It's just
I will
charm,
keep all this
humor.
in mind into the next one.
Yeah. 4.5 stars. Our Canyon. Great watch. Was very real and made me be more hyper aware of things I sometimes don't realize or forget about in real life. Character needs a matcha to perfect his performative maleness. Also, good soundtrack and shots and colors and comedy.
And I think this is the different performative maleness. I think this is the the other
Yeah,
performative maleness.
yeah. I mean, this is almost giving more K-pop Demon Hunters. Um, but there's a lot of musical numbers in that. That's the thing that's throwing me that with that one.
It's one hell of a musical number. Just one.
That's seriously throwing me for a loop. K-pop Demon Hunters was very real and helped me be more hyper aware of things I sometimes don't realize or forget about in real life. This almost sounds like two parody reviews of a Minecraft movie. If we're going back to that, K-pop Demon Hunters is the only thing I think of, so that's what I'm gonna lock in with.
All right. The answer is Barbie.
What was the musical number in that?
I'm just kidding.
And
Anything else?
anything else, I'd be a 10. Okay,
All right,
of course.
Barbie. Sure, the message and themes may be extremely on the nose in your face, almost hand holding, so it's not. It's part of the Delwinky nature of it all. Great watch. It's very real. Ken Nida Amacha to perfect his performative maleness. All right.
I will say I found that movie to be nobody really talks about it at all anymore, but I found it very interesting. There's a lot of extremely different reactions I've seen to that movie, which is I think is fascinating for a
Uh-huh.
movie that is just like a product movie,
Mm-hmm.
like a brand movie. I've seen like people interpret it in basically completely opposite ways. And I buy both of them. I'm like, yes, I agree with this, and then it's like, yes, I also agree. I'm like, how can you both be right? I don't understand that. It's fascinating. It's actually made that movie a little bit more fascinating to me. But that musical number is pretty spectacular, I will say.
Yeah.
I'm just Ken. Anything else, I'd
It's a
be
good
a
movie.
10. Good movie. Yeah. I should watch it again. I've only saw it in theaters. I'd like to give it
Mm-hmm.
another
Same.
watch.
Yeah, so I almost thought it was too obvious to have the one about hand holding the themes.
Mm.
But then if you're not thinking about it,
Yeah,
a
I
lot
didn't
of movies you
yeah,
can really convince yourself that it's like
right.
little heavy handed with the themes. You could say that about a lot of
Yeah,
movies.
you could.
But,
Yeah, now it's like, yeah, it makes sense that it is that one here now that now that I'm reading it. Yeah, it's just like that was actually the one point that I wasn't like focused on so much, which I probably should have
right.
been maybe more of because that probably would have
But
helped
the one
figure it
musical
out a
number
little bit more.
is key. There is a
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
Movie 6. All right.
All right, I'm not doing so hot this time. All right, well it was 2 stars. It's No Hose Licks. This movie is clearly not a movie. It reminds me of those K dramas, more specifically with a lot of unexplainable, unrealistic elements that are supposed to drive the story forward or give it substance. I could go into detail why the character is all bland, the villains are horrible, the power in sword fighting are wildly are wildly unrealistic, and wait, hold on. And the clear disrespect this movie pays to its original source material, but I'd rather just accept it for what it is and leave it there. Otherwise, rather enjoyable character development from the main character and the acceptance she received from the kingdom, her village, and her parents was rather moving.
There's a lot. There's
Okay,
a
so
lot there.
that's a lot there. This is really it's very strange, but I'm feeling like this is like Moana 2 or like or we reviewed Raya and the Last Dragon, right? But it's not like original source material feels like something else. Like this does feel way more like Moana 2. It's not a movie. Reminds me of one of those K dramas. More specifically, with a lot of unexplainable, unrealistic elements that are supposed to drive the story forward or give it substance. The powers in sword fighting are wildly unrealistic. Disrespect to its original source material is that's all fascinating. Otherwise, rather enjoyable character. This is Mulan, 2020. Lock it in.
That's correct. Yeah, it is.
I just
Mulan.
figured it out. It's interesting because it's like the powers and sword fighting are wildly. It's because the whole point of it is it's supposed to be like those Chinese sort of martial arts films. The whole point is it's kind of unrealistic,
hmm
but yeah, no, totally agree with the rest of it though.
And
The
then
villains aren't great. There's a lot of other problems with that movie.
the other review is this to really get you
Two
there.
2.5 stars. Luther 0502. This is just empty. Like, where are all the songs and how dare you removed character out from this? Mushu.
Uh,
Why'd you remove Mushu?
yeah. It's clearly not a Mulan movie.
Right.
Um, it was rather enjoyable character development for the main Mulan character. It was very weird how they were like phrasing
Yeah,
stuff
it's an
too with
odd
how
way
I
to.
had to censor it. But
Yeah.
yeah, we're all the song "How Dare You Remove to Mushu" out from this. That's right.
Hmm.
Couldn't have said it better
That's
myself.
right. I agree. I agree. Yeah, no, I mean, I kind of glazed this movie when it came out because I appreciated it for what it was doing, but like in retrospect, it's like what it was not doing was much worse. Made the
Hmm.
movie made the movie actively worse. So yeah, I'm also glad that the $30 premium thing didn't really catch on. It's like a thing that was sort of a
Right.
dangerous fear mongering thing that sort of happened, but all streaming services started hiking their prices afterwards. So who, I don't know who's the real winner here.
Mm. Well, that brings you up to 4 points, and there's
Right,
four movies left, so you definitely have the potential to pass your previous score
we got this. We can do this still. We can go.
for movie
Movie seven.
7.
Okay, well, not with a review this short, I don't think. 4 stars by.
I
That's
don't,
a cute little. That's a cute little name. It looks like a ribbon. It's
I
kind of
don't
cute.
know what that is.
Yeah,
Uh,
those are two GE. We'll call it the GE. I
mm-hmm.
don't know what those are symbols are, but GE character girl. This boy has so many red flags. Dear Evan Hansen. I was Dear Evan. No, 4 stars though. That's very generous for that movie. Not like that matters. I think, like we said, I don't know how much that matters, but I'm sure somebody could. Would somebody give that 4 stars? I guess theoretically, somebody could. Um.
I was just think of what other boys had red flags. There's probably
We
too
get
many to count from Tarqaron
there's a lot.
history.
There's a lot. There's all kinds of red flag boys out there. Um. Yeah, Dear Evan Hansen. Lock it in.
Incorrect. All right.
Okay. I have 2 stars from the real Shar. It feels only slightly better than the previous one. I mean, it gets one more whole star because the movie can actually be understood. It really is still stupid as fuck, however. The characters in this movie are so unbelievably dense and awkward. Interesting. So that's interesting because that does give a little bit more if it's a sequel of some kind. So, Attack of the Clones is bringing is like kind of like coming up right now. Anakin's got all kinds of red flags in that one. I know some people can say that like the Phantom Menace is kind of difficult to kind of like understand because like the plot is like really weird and convoluted and boring in that one. I would actually posit that the Attack of the Clones is still I would say it's probably more incomprehensible in some ways than the Phantom Menace. Um, you can actually understand it. Also, but there's also the Godfather Part 3, which is like, girl, this guy, your cousin is giving you many red flags. Um, and I don't think anyone would say that Godfather Part 3 would be better than the second one. So that can't be correct. Or stupid, and the characters are not unbelievably dense and awkward. Maybe a little bit, but thinking like Shrek or Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean 3 at World's End, maybe. Dense and awkward. I would not describe the characters in any of the Pirates, maybe the later two, maybe, as being that way. I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna say Attack of the Clones, Star Wars Episode 2.
All right. The answer is it's Attack of the Clones.
Yay!
I was like, oh, he's gonna stray too far.
I-
Don't stray too far
yeah,
now.
yeah. I don't want. Didn't. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I stayed the course. It just made too much sense that would be that
Padme, girls
Padme
with so
girl.
many red flags.
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah. I mean, if we don't fully agree, the details make sense. So it's,
yeah,
it's a
it's
pretty good
true.
one to 1-2 punch here. So that's
Yeah.
another 1 point. You're up to 5 points.
I, I'd say the Phantom Menace. I was talking with a friend. I was like, the Phantom Menace is a movie that I can still go back and watch as much as however bad that movie is. That is kind of a comfort watch for me. That one in particular. There's a lot about that that's like, man, it really brings me back to that time. It's like sort of a comfort film for sure. Episode 2 does not have that same comfort. It does not. Um, um, and yeah, episode they're still bad. They're still bad movies. Just
Yeah.
straight up.
Yeah,
But
I wouldn't mind rewatching those. Yeah, for sure. Movie number 8.
movie. All right.
1 stars.
1 stars. 1 stars by Eric. Artless slop, but more importantly, why is character so much hotter than character? It's literally the same dude. All he does is change into a crew neck sweater. Interesting. Making character a drug dealer is such an evil and pointless decision. Blah. The 1 star is solely for character. I love that little pervert. I love that it's literally the same dude. All he does is change into a crew neck sweater. Artless slob. Making character a drug dealer is such an evil and pointless decision. Blah.
Anything coming to mind?
The 1 star is solely for character. I love that little pervert. Making character a drug dealer is such an evil and pointless decision.
Anything come to mind?
Like, I'm trying to think of movies that we've watched with like drug dealers, or with the all he does is change into a crew neck sweater. Also to be called Artless Slop. I love that little pervert. It's making blank a drug dealer is such an evil and pointless decision. I'm trying to think of somebody that becomes a drug dealer in a movie. Like, even maybe I'm even thinking like figuratively, not even like a literal thing. I'm drawing a blank. I'm gonna just lock in with The Godfather Part 3.
All right. That is
Nothing.
incorrect.
No.
All right.
3 stars by Cinevant. I completely forgot they retconned character's death. What the helly?
What the hell?
This is giving Spider-Man No Way Home. Retconned character's death. Made somebody a drug dealer. I don't know. I'm just gonna retcon character. Rise of Skywalker, Star Wars, Episode 9. That's locking it in.
That's right.
Yay! Who's the little pervert? What?
It's Babu Frick. I love that little pervert. You'll be more confident with your Rise of Skywalker, making Poe a drug dealer.
Funny. Yeah.
And why is Ben Solo so much higher than Kylo Ren?
Oh, he literally does change to a crew neck sweater. That's the Ben Swallow.
Yeah, I remember something vaguely about Poe Dameron doing something. What? I forget what it was.
I don't remember that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I love that little pervert. It's great. Babu Frick.
That little pervert. That's so good. That's an incredible line. Thank you, Eric.
So you really didn't believe in yourself. You didn't think that was the answer.
No, but Artless Slop makes a lot of sense.
I gotta watch it again, man. I remember loving that movie when I watched it too. And it's like, damn, why everybody hate this?
I honestly, I'd probably walk away and be like, wow, I still enjoyed it. I feel like I'm still gonna enjoy it. I'm probably gonna better recognize that it is not, that it is kind of that, but
but it was so hyped to me, for some reason watching that.
It was exciting. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I remember liking it.
There you go. In spite of yourself, the Rise of Skywalker, back to back Star Wars. There's completely the random order too. So
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe you
How
would be
about that?
more in a thinking more of Star Wars, just so it might become easier to you when this came
Mm,
afterwards. But
mm.
all right, so you're up to 6 points. Your
It's not
previous
bad.
high score was 7. You got 2 movies left. All right, let's make it happen.
Just need to get the right movie on one to tie. That's all I got to do.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
forget
forgot the Retcon
Palpatine's
Palpatine.
death.
I
Yeah,
thought that would give it away for sure, but
yeah, that did sort of there. Yeah,
what the hell? Movie 9.
9, like episode 9.
That's right.
Okay, 3 stars. Exactly what? Slow burn to the edge of being boring. How much realism is too much realism? Are movies expected to deliver realism which life has no dearth of or entertainment? This is no memories of murder to be able to justify the philosophical question it shallowly dips its toes into. The twist at the end was as unassuming as the rest of the film. This is like Katavim Shiksham, and I'm locking it in.
That's correct. That's correct.
Yay!
It's Kitab Sham.
Yay!
2022.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. The other review
I
is
think that's
quite slow but very realistic investigation
yeah.
movie. No drama, just work. I like that, but I do wish it had something more to offer.
Yeah, I think that just reflects exactly what we have to say about it, and that's what I remember about it being like it's very the realism is just there. It's like really it's a police procedural, but like in a very like not exciting way. Like it's not exciting at all,
Mm-mm.
really.
Yeah, the only thing that I was thought might give you troubles is just even thinking of it at all. Like I didn't know
Yeah,
if it would come up,
yeah,
but you
no,
got it immediately.
yeah.
That brings you to 8 points. So you definitely set a new
All
high
right,
score here.
all
So
right. Let's
you get
go.
to 10 points for question
No,
movie
we'll
10.
see. All right. Well, here we go. Movie 10, 5 stars by Mimi. This movie is like having someone rip my heart out of my chest and stomp on it 10,000 times. Character, you are everything to me. When I die, play character two's theme as you lay me to rest. So, a movie with memorable themes, 2 different characters, one that's like somebody very much loves or has feels very strongly about.
Let's see. When I say character 2, I just mean to differentiate it from the other characters. It's not
Oh no,
necessarily
no, no, I get
like
that.
yeah.
I get that. Well, no, no, no. Yeah, no, I get that. Trying to think of like really sad or brutal movies that we've watched with memorable music. Star Wars Episode 3. No. That'd be funny if it was though.
Mm.
Um like Memoirs of a Snail. I remember the music very much in that one though, is the only thing. A Silent Voice. Uh
This is tough. You probably need the other one. You probably 10 points is
I
gonna be
probably
hard.
will. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. We'll just lock it in because I can't think of anything.
That is incorrect. All right,
Okay.
for 1 point.
All right, 4.5 stars by we'll use a
Hmm.
little music notation as well as another swirly. Okay, why the hell did character and character end up together? They literally have no chemistry, and every scene of them is so awkward, and I feel like I'm interrupting.
Obviously, that's 2 different characters. I don't know why I didn't differentiate these two, but
Mm-mm.
every scene of them. Every
Scene of them,
scene.
but you still gave it 4.5 stars.
Mhm.
Interesting. Still gave this 4.5 stars. And the other one was 5 stars because I've seen this awkward. And I feel like I'm interrupting. Huh. I can't think of a whole lot of anything. I have something very it seemed very strange, but it might make some sense, uh and that's Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Yeah, because I know a lot of people criticize Harry and Ginny's chemistry in that movie, and I also know why. I know like some people might be like very upset about like the ending of the Half Blood Prince. You know, it's sad, it's rough, and there's a lot of really good music in that movie too. Um, it's like either that, or it could be. Man, I'm thinking it could be Deathly Hallows Part One as well. Maybe it's Deathly Hallows Part One. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a Harry Potter movie. It could. I could be completely barking up the wrong tree here too. I'm just gonna say Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1.
All right. The answer is
Part 2. Oh, so close.
it's
So
just a little
close.
off.
So close. Oh
Hmm.
man.
Oh man, classic.
It's rough. This movie is like having someone break my heart. Is this Luna Lovegood? You are everything to me. When I play Lily's theme as You Laid Me to Rest. Lily's theme is quite good. So okay, yeah, why did Ginny and Harry end up together? They barely are in the. Maybe that's one of the criticisms. They're barely in that movie together.
Yeah,
The ending.
it's awkward. Yeah, there you go. Wow, so close, but that's an incorrect answer.
Yeah,
All right, so
Jaws of defeat right there,
that
baby.
means you'll end with 8 points. That's a new high
All
score.
right, it's a new high score. Incremental increases, Zach. Incremental increases. That's brutal. I was that close. I even went like movie by maybe Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah, it's like you're debating between two
I
the wrong Harry
forgot.
Potter.
Oh, I forgot because like Deathly Hallows Part 2 has the whole Snape scene, and it has there's all kinds of like crushing moments in that movie that like I even get emotional. It's like Part 2 is like one of the I think we sort of both agreed that it's like it's a satisfying conclusion. We felt maybe it was like a little overblown. It's not quite as good as Part 1. It doesn't quite live up to the heights of that, but it's still a fine ending
There's
to
a
the
lot of Deathly Hallows
series.
Part 2 in the air recently. It came up in the blind ranking, and then it randomly came up in a recommendation for the next video, and then it randomly came up here. Yeah. Eight
Yeah.
points. In review, we had Sonic the Hedgehog,
There we
Snow
go.
White and the Seven Dwarfs, The Godfather, and Knives Out, Barbie, Mulan 2020, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, Kutabum Shikshayam, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. What a
All
mix.
right. What a
What a
mix
mix.
indeed. That is a mix of movies right there. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
There you go. So 8 points out of a possible 20, you know, on a perfect score. Pretty good.
It would have been pretty hard to have nailed that, to be honest.
Yeah,
Some of those reviews
certainly
were
would.
pretty tough.
Most of them are like designed almost to complement the next one.
Mm,
You don't want to make it
mm.
too obvious with the first one, but then when it comes with the second one, it might add more texture to it. But
I love
yeah,
with Gustav and Shame. You're like, you're not even gonna remember that
yeah,
one.
like
No, I
because
still
that
remember it.
description
Yeah.
is very much like fits that more than anything. But to even think when you're thinking of all these movies, it's like, oh, we got Snow White, we
Yeah.
got Sonic, Godfather, Katam Shikshayam,
You
you
got
know,
Shreks, the
yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbeans, the whole Wizarding World franchise. I was wondering if there was going to be a random ass one of the Fantastic Beasts movies is going to show up in here.
Mm-hmm. Rank these 10 guys at home. Which ones are your favorite of these random 10? It's for me. It's The Godfather, Knives Out, Harry Potter, Barbie, uh, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, The Rise of Skywalker, uh, uh, Mulan, Sonic, Tom
Whoa,
Sham, Attack of the
that,
Clones.
that's brutal. You put Mulan above Sonic. That's rough. Yeah, mine would be The Godfather, uh, Godfather, Deathly Hallows Part 2, Sonic the Hedgehog.
No way.
uh,
What?
yeah,
You don't
no,
believe
I'm
that.
kidding. No, I put Knives Out above. No, no, no. Then okay, The Godfather, Deathly Hallows Part 2, Barbie, uh, Knives Out, Sonic the Hedgehog, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, uh, Episode 9, um, Mulan 2020, Episode 2, Katavim Shiksham.
Yeah. I put Hitoshi Sham over episode 2, but that's very unserious. There's no way I would watch that over Attack of the Clones, but
Yeah.
technically it did
Yeah.
review higher than that, but
I
yeah.
think
There
that.
you go. Thanks for joining us for another Guess the Letterboxd, the movie from the Letterboxd review.
Whoa, we're going back in time. Whoa, there we
Yeah.
go.
That's
Hey,
the movie based
yeah.
on
All right.
Letterboxd review number 2. Maybe next time
Okay.
you get to 9 points. All right, 9 points.
Maybe we'll see. We'll
Hopefully it
see.
doesn't
Well,
get
like
worse
9.
and just have
It could.
none the whole
I was
time.
I was kind of sweating that whole time.
Yeah.
I was like, particularly early on, I was like, uh-oh,
It's gonna just be
I'm not getting
0.
any of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked out.
Yeah,
It
well,
was a
there you have
good
it.
mix of some stumpers and some good ones.
Yeah.
All right.
We had a good mix of like we had Star Wars was our first film review series, and then we had like Knives Out, which is a review we just did recently. So good little mix there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. You can watch our reviews of all 10 of those bad boys over on the channel. Right? Go check those reviews out. But in the
Yeah.
meantime, I'm
Check
going to
them out.
recommend a random Tarqaron video for you to watch next. Maybe one of them will come up.
Maybe.
No, I'm sorry. It's Survivor Vanuatu episode 13 reaction. Julia gets
Oh.
burned. Check that out.
Oh. Hey.
All right.
Well, I'll have to do
You have
that.
to. You have to. And thank you for watching. Thank you for playing the game, Alec. Giving it
Yeah,
your
it's fun.
all.
I like this game.
Yeah. You gotta study. You have to put 3 hours of study time next time before.
Pretty much. That then I'll be a master. I'll remember all these random movies that we've watched. This is a lot. We've watched a lot of movies as part of this channel. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
All right. And then take care now.